Whew. Good day, everyone. Glad to be here. And hey, had a program just try to pop up on my other monitor, and it's just like, no, I don't want to deal with you right now. Good evening, Nitrant. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you all are having a great weekend so far. Last couple days have been a little bit hectic, but I won't go into too many details. So if I sound kind of tired, that might be why, but I'm gonna blow through that and try to provide some good quality content for you today. We'll be continuing with Legend of Legaia today. And thankfully, we've made it to essentially the home stretch of the game. We are at the last major hub world, or hub region, I should say, the Callisto Kingdom. So I haven't done any grinding off stream since last week's stream. Sorry, my brain is kind of feeling a little mushy today because work has been crazy. But anyway, we'll be experiencing Callisto Kingdom for the first time, and we'll be starting with the Tower of Soul, which, for those of you that were here during the last stream, we saw it in the distance when we left the flying train station after we unceremoniously crashed. Because apparently they decided to send us careening off into the abyss without a break. So we kind of got the short end of the stick on that one. But let me see if I can't get this thing up and running. Let's see. There we go. Let me know if the audio is a little bit off, and I'm not quite sure what this little box on my screen is. It looks like one of my, let's see, I think it might be my sound alerts, but for some reason yeah, it's my sound alert. So we'll kind of just put that off to the side here, because it seems like my sound alerts might be a little bit off, but I'll take time to figure out what's up with that later. So, yes, I love the opening too. Like this, for the PS1, this was some pretty darn good graphics, let me tell you. Although I have to admit, like, the appearance that they gave Songi in this opening was a little bit strange, because it makes him look older than he actually is. Like, he's supposed to be the same age as Gala, which is about, if I remember correctly, 17 or 18. And he looks like he's in his 20s at least, with that friggin' Snape-like sneer on him. And okay, let's see. Just gotta readjust. There we go. Alright, make sure my controls are working. Alright, so we left off at level 23, which for the start of Callisto Kingdom is not a bad place to be. He looks like Akuma and King Koopa from the Mario Brothers feud. Oh, you know what? I can definitely see the Akuma resemblance. You're not wrong. And the hairstyle is kind of reminiscent of good old King Koopa from that horrendous Mario movie that we shall never ever speak of again. That movie was so bad. Oh dear Lord. I used to have that movie. Actually, now that you've mentioned the Mario movies. Oh, that's not good. Yet you have got to go. You have really got to go. There we go. Dragon Ball Evolution. Yes, we will never speak of that. That, like, as bad as the Mario Brothers movie was, it isn't Dragon Ball Evolution. I did one art and I did over 1,000 damage to that thing. That's how freaking strong Vaughn has gotten. Okay, these things have got to go. Quit with the toxic sting, you jerk. Got it. Yeah, this is the portion of the game where the entirety of the game basically stops giving an F. It is just like, you know what? Screw you. Okay, that's just jerkish. Can someone kill this bee? Thank you. Holy crap. 1,100 experience. Okay, I don't quite feel so bad. Let's see. One thing I'm gonna do is, use Orb. Yeah, I missed, like, all of the hits. Where did Soul go? It is this way, right? Because I do remember that we had a bit of a walk. Unless I'm going the complete wrong direction. At which point I probably am going the wrong direction and I'm just too much of a fool to know otherwise. Yeah, unfortunately those bees have a redonkulous, like, evasion stat. Let's see. You know what? I ain't gonna be playing this nonsense. Let's see. I don't want to be wasting too much magic, but at the same time though, like, I ain't about to be playing these games with these slimes and stuff. A great mold. Let's see. Yes! Sortie is now level 9. Thank you for the hydrate, Nitrant. Definitely needed that. Gonna finish off my water from or my drink from dinner. God dang it. Yeah. If nothing else, like, I am gonna be trying to, like, spam the crap out of Kamaro to get his level up. Because a high-level Kimaro can do some major damage. Especially if you guys saw the mess that it was making of the bosses in the last stream. Yeah, I definitely will be maxing Kimaro. There we go, we finally got a level up on him. Okay, these slimes have got to go. Let's do that. She can wail on the slimes, and he can wail on the slimes. What the crap? Man, these guys are jerks. I do kind of want to get rid of that rot. If for no other reason that it's annoying. And Gala just immediately goes Pikachu on him. Okay. You have got to go bye-bye. If only Tornado Flame was a group attack move. Oh, sweet holy mother. Yes, that would be very, very nice. Ooh, we got a healing berry out of that. And 1,500 experience? I don't quite feel so bad now. Whew. We be getting the buku experience out of this. Let's see. Status. Okay, let's do another orb just because. Where am I? Ooh, Vaughn is actually very close to leveling up. There it is. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Or wait, was it? Yep. That's right. I'm a dum-dum. I'm going the wrong direction. Oh dang, how the heck did I do that? And that! Snap! I didn't take a single lick of damage out of that one. Oh boy. Yeah, nope. There we go. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll hit them with that. Ugh. Now, can you just please die? Vaughn didn't just get powerful, he gained Ultra Instinct. You ain't wrong there. Gala freaking got it too! I love how it says power up, but it's his agility that goes up for whatever reason. You have... Oh, dang. Quit that! Okay, these guys have got major health. Well, he dead. Maybe I should put a defender chain back on Noah. Okay, this guy needs to die. Like, now. There we go, and we get off the tornado flame. Only 800. Boo. Actually, now that I think about it, I got 1500 on that last battle because that one slime actually, like, split. So I had to deal with 3 slimes. And a moldy worm. Great. Oh, what a day. I hate the worms just because it takes them so long to actually, like, get over to where they need to go. Sheesh. Gala over here with the freaking observation hockey. Blocking these idiots before they even have a chance to do jack. That was impressive. Jeez. These guys are rough. And that worm hits pretty hard, all things considered. No. Come on. There we go. At least one of them is down. I feel like headbutting that thing would hurt like hell. Poor Gala, he's got to have a monster headache after doing that. Will you just die, please? Dang. Okay, the Lightning Storm is admittedly one of my favorite hyper arts in the entire game. I just love that attack animation. And we continue our trek. See, what's our health like? I can do an orb. I will have places to heal shortly. Of course, if... Love seeing the mystic arts they do. Yes, the mystic arts are... like, they're worth the 99 AP that they cost to run. If I can, I do want to get that accessory that, like, keeps your AP at 100. Because I swear, combine that with a... Fury Boost, I think is the item. And, like, you can do some humongo damage to people. Like, if I can get that, if I can actually get that particular item, that thing is going straight on Vaughn. And then, like, any major boss, I'm throwing a Fury Boost at him. It's weird that Noah has one move that is only seen when she does her. Yes, that's a very interesting observation, and that's literally, like you said, the only time you see that particular move. is when she does her miracle art. Of course, we're actually fairly close to actually getting her miracle art. Yeah. There we go. Finally. Good riddance. And Vaughn's got the level up. If I can get them all to level 24 before the next boss, that would be nice. Because I like having that cushion. Like, I've actually beaten the next boss at like level, like, I think 22 or 21, something like that. During one of my early playthroughs when I first got this game. And let me tell you, that was not fun. This next boss that we're going to be up against is a Punisher. And, like, yeah, like, the next two bosses are just, like, I'm not looking forward to that. Because Soul itself is a very interesting dungeon. No, I don't want you to attack. You know what? Screw it. You attack the bee. I keep hitting the wrong button. Dang it. And that's... this boss coming up gave me PTSD. Yeah, like... This is one of the bosses that... If I had to give an equivalent to, like, other famous hard bosses... Like, this guy is equivalent to, like, Whitney's Miltank in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Till my dying breath, I will hate that Miltank. God dang cow. With the friggin' milk drink and the rollout and the nonsense. Miltank, where? It's like, fetch me my harpoon and my meat cleaver. We're having hamburgers tonight. I'm a Gen 1er when it comes to Pokemon. I have played Pokemon since the original. Like, my very first Pokemon game was Red version. And, yeah, let me tell you, no other boss or gym leader in Pokemon has given me the amount of grief that Miltank did. And, that'd be a big tower. I don't even want to think of all the stairs we're going to have to climb. Noah is speechless. For once. I never imagined such a huge city could be built by human hands. I feel like Soul is almost like a... like allegory for the Tower of Babel. Because you think it has elevators, that'd be great. And Noah, of course, has like no fear and is just like, race ya! Last one's in and a rotten egg! No arguing with Noah. You're right about that, Gala. She's like, argument? What's that? Bye! Poing! It's like an urban alleyway combined with a tower. Bye, Muna. Have a great trip. And thank you. I heard Seoul was a big place, but I never imagined it was this big. I sense human thoughts. There are survivors in doesn't seem to have reached the upper parts of the city. Indescribable depravity. Warrior monks of Byron were sent to Seoul. I hope they're still alive. Well, I guess we'll find out. But let's see. There be elevators, but chances are it doesn't work. Which stinks. Because that means we're gonna have to hoof it. What's this? Ooh, power water. Ghost Knight. How I loathe thee. Dead bone. I can't imagine a bone being any other status other than dead. But what do I know? Well, time to do like Final Fantasy VII. Take the stairs. Oh, snap. That hurt like a son of a gun. 550 damage in one shot. And this is why I don't like those enemies. Bye, Bonehead. And he still didn't die. Ooh, Nova's magic level increased though. Ooh, I had just remembered we actually do get new Seru in here. One of which will be very useful. Actually, do we get anything else or is it just that one? Oh, that was pants. Yeah. Kill the knight! Kill it! Kill it now! Come on. Well, the bone's dead at least. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think the bone knights are actually able to like do that stupid little wheel attack. And Noah gets a level up. Roulette, yes, that's what it is. Me brain no worky right now. Ooh, a healing berry. I'll take that. I will not take the battle though. Aha, here it is. Hopefully we can get one of these schmucks. Because this is the last of the light Seru that we can get. Spoon. And oddly enough, I do not see a single spoon in his body. He does appear to have forks for hands, though. Let's see. There we go. Wait. There we go. Dang. She only has one more level, I think, and until she like gets the full 9 needed. Yeah, I definitely am gonna have to get a little more creative here. I want... You know what? Screw it. We'll do that. Hopefully we can get one of them. I love how they kind of just like fall apart when you hit them and knock them down. $1,100 and each still won't go down. Yeah, this is where the enemy's health bars are like super high. Dang. I like Noah's tough love because it has a chance to confuse enemies. Yes, it is very useful. Until a Seru wipes out his own, like, comrade that you're trying to absorb and then you can't absorb it. That kind of puts a damper on the whole dang day. Come on. There we go. We got one. And Noah is surprisingly the first to get our most powerful healing spell. Despite being the only one without an ivory book. I will take it though. Alright, let's see what we got here. Wisdom water. Alright, so the power water is going directly to Vaughn, and the wisdom water is going to Noah. Shield elixir, I can sell that. I'm actually curious how many points I have on that blasted card. So, yeah. Noah has Spoon, which has Holy Eyes, the strongest healing spell in the game. However, it is rather costly. But that is actually going to be a very big boon, like you said, Nitrant, because her high speed means that in the coming boss battles, if I need quick healing, I have it. Which is definitely going to be very useful. Especially considering the fact that I do not like these next two bosses that we have to deal with. They're jerks. And Vaughn over here doing the combo Ultra Instinct observation hockey. Unless somehow the boss is faster than you. Yeah, at that point I'm just like, okay, I am definitely underprepared for this. And I would not be very happy. Actually, there we go. That's a good combo that I want. And we'll have him spirit again. Okay, so Vaughn should be able to kill it when he comes up. Should being the operative word. Come on. There we go. Dang! God dang it. Yep. So let's go ahead and do Spoon and get a taste of what it can do. And Spoon dropping the Holy Eyes. There is technically one healing spell that is more powerful than Spoon. However, that is considered a super summon, and I really don't consider that as part of like the standard Seru package. Even though technically it is like stupidly easy to get that ultimate healing spell. I definitely need to get some better equipment for like getting AP. Because I'm chewing through AP like nobody's business in these fights. Let's see. We got that. It's great, but it takes up equipment space. Yeah. The only one that I'm like absolutely desperate to have is the one that like keeps your AP at 100. Oh, Noah did have an ivory book. Shows what I know. Let's drop a defender chain on her. And we'll swap Vaughn out for the ivory book. Because I definitely do want to get Spoon on at least one of the others before that next boss fight. Because that boss fight gonna suck. Swiftwater. Well, we know where that's going. There's only one option for where that's going. Mr. Pokebud himself, Gala. Ooh, 2 treasure chests. I want the treasure chest. Why are you getting in my way of getting the treasure chest? Ooh, never mind. I want to have you in my way. You can get in my way anytime. And of course I'm talking to the Spoon, not the Knight. The Knight can go screw himself. Preferably with that sword he's holding. When was the last time you got oiled? You over here creaking every move you make. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can... Wonder what kind of damage we can do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just do that. Well, preferably, we would have him attack the Spoon. The monster Spoon has forks his hand. Something not right here. Yeah. Like that. That's just all sorts of shady. Maybe Spoon is where they got part of the inspiration for the Among Us game. There is an imposter among us. Rude. That hurt like a son of a gun. Yes! And we got another one. Whew. Oh, great. Again with the V-Win hash. Thankfully, that wasn't quite so bad. He psyched him out and then hit him with the lightning storm to kill him. And Gala finally gets the level up. Alright, so that should put us all at level 24, I believe. Got Spoon for the fastest and slowest character. That's going to help a lot. Yes, it will. Let's see. Spoon's big butt is going right over there. A wonder elixir. Ooh, and a phoenix. I mean, I will not say no to a phoenix. You never know when something like screwy is gonna happen. Alright, let's see. I just realized I probably should heal. Yeah, Gala definitely needs to get the heal. Oh, and we've already been in here. Good to know. Now, let's see. Nah, ain't good, just a flesh. I swear, that is me, like, at any time. Especially when it comes to, like, getting sick and stuff. Like, for me to call out of work, I have to be, like, half dead. Like, legit. Like, I would come into work with my arm hanging off by a thread of flesh. And I'll be like, I'm perfectly fine. Give me some duct tape and Robitussin. I'm good. My childhood. Back when Robitussin was the friggin' answer to everything. Like, it didn't matter if it was a cold or cancer. Mama's remedy was Robitussin. You got duct tape. I mean, duct tape is one of the only two tools you'll ever need. Duct tape and WD-40. Duct tape is for when something is moving but shouldn't. And then WD-40 is clearly for the opposite, when stuff should be moving but is not. Man, I really do not like the amount of AP that I'm going through. But needs as need wants. Ah, crud. I need WD-40 to open my WD-40. You cursed everyone. You gonna die. You a dead bone. Someone get Lassie on the case. I've got some bones for her. But if you can't find Lassie, get Rin Tin Tin. Let's see, what other famous dogs are there? And we're all cussed. He laid down the voodoo. Like, I've seen Child's Play. I know all that nonsense that freaking voodoo causes. And we got us some more waters. Ooh, increase MP. We'll definitely give that to Noah. And surprisingly, it looks like Vaughn is the one that's needing the Guardian water, because he's looking a little tender right there compared to the other two. But then again, I think I did put a Guardian ring on Noah, so. I was afraid of Child's Play when I was young because my name was Andy. Oh god, that's gotta be rough. I loathe Chucky with a dying passion. And like my reason isn't quite as like deep as yours, but it's just like when I was young, like my mother was a nurse that worked like overnight shift at a nursing home. And unfortunately, she didn't always have time to obviously like take care of me. So pretty much whenever she had to go to work, I was sent to a babysitter to spend the night. And it was basically like me and about 8 or 9 other kids that like stayed at this babysitter's house during the night. And ooh, we got spoon for all of them now. Nice. But yeah, like there was like 9 or 10 of us like in total. And I remember, like I will remember this till I go in the grave and probably even after that. But one time, the babysitter's daughter, who was like, I guess 17 or 18 at the time, like basically sat all of us in the living room in the middle of the night and had us binge watch all 3 of the original Child's Play movies. And that forever made me terrified of dolls, clowns, and mimes. Oh, I hate Chucky. I really do. I hate that little, like, one-liner given jackass. Although, admittedly, like, during the later movies, it became more of a self-effacing parody compared to the original movies. And a life water. Who needs HP? And Noah be needing the HP. Anything over here? No. Mom, why is my child standing in the corner with a knife? Say, come and get me, Chucky. Where did I left the building. Whoops. Though on the bright side, it gives me it lets me know that, thank you again for the hydrate. But yeah, that kind of lets me know that I can use the stairs to go up here. And I can go up in a way. No, not down. Vaughn, get your butt back up here. Ooh, a shade. Oh, this is the guy that had the roulette attack. It wasn't the Bone Knight that had it. I remember now. Man, this guy's not playing around. It's always funny though, like people always tell me like, why are you afraid of dolls and mimes? It's like, I got forced to watch Chucky as a child. I have a legit reason, god dang it. But then again, also whenever like somebody asks me, what kind of crime would you do if you could get away with it? I always say is like, I will just go around and just beat up street mimes while wearing a mask. And people are always like confused when I say that. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Uh-oh. Numb. Crud. Well, at least it's not death. I'm afraid of porcelain dolls because of Onimusha. Oh god. Or Annabelle. That's another one that's like terrifying as all get out. I hate Annabelle. Hi, Oscar. Welcome to the stream. And, yeah, I kind of need to be dropping the heal right now. And, yeah, you know what? No, you get in the business over here. I'm glad you can make it too. Yeah, we're trying to make our way up this extremely large tower. And we're kind of getting our butts kicked along the way. God dang it, again with the V-win hash. Yeah, that hurt. Oh, come on! Got two. Actually, I think I got the third one. I actually did get the third one, I believe. We'll do a quick check of that after the fight. Actually, now that I think about it, you said I got 2 spoons now, so you're telling me I'm an Alakazam. Going back to the Gen 1 Pokemon. This thing needs to just die. You missed this game. It is a classic. I have loved this game ever since I was first introduced to it. Hold on, we can make it evolve you to get mini spoon. This is true. Mega Alakazam be out there just waving spoons all over the place with his mind. Yeah, we'd be needing a, yeah, Vaughn got the spoon during the last time we fought one. So now everybody has uber healing. Okay. Wait a minute. I hear something. The sound of a sword. It'd be coming from in there. Must be someone being attacked. We must save them! The sound stopped. Whoever it was must have been killed. Not quite. It be the old man. Villains, thought thou were trying to ambush me. Hey, we were about to come over here and help you. Pack of Serudi. He'll die by my astral sword. I love his manner of speaking. It's so, like, old-timey. Hold it! Old man, we're not Seru! Calm your titties! And he's just like, wait a minute. Forgive me. And I love how they still have the boss theme going while we're talking to this guy. Thou art indeed human, as I detect no madness in thine eyes. I am Gaza, an old man who walks the paths of carnage and bloodshed. Edgy. Why did I take that hand kill for? Now I have this image in my head of Gala just going, I tell you what. And it just makes me giggle. Mar. No, of course not. Mine eyes doth deceive me. Mar is no longer of this world. There be some secrets in this old man. I take leave of you now. And he's just like walking down deeper into the mist. Now there is a true swordsman. He does not drop his guard for an instant. His eyes show no emotion. That's not good. The old man talked so funny, I couldn't understand him. Hank Hilgar. Or even better, Gala voiced by Patrick Warburton. For those of you who don't know who that is, the voice of Joe Swanson from Family Guy and Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Kronk is like one of my favorite Disney characters of all time. Within a year, people began indulging in debauchery as a diversion. Drinking, fighting, dancing. After a few years, they became bored with those not living, but merely existing out of fear of dying. That's kind of, scary. Well, actually, no. Let's hear what she has to say about when the mist came to Seoul. Right in the middle of the long, long war with Konkrim. For over 10 years, and we were beating Konkrim's army. Soon the war will be over. We were about to win when a strange castle appeared in the sky and mist started flowing out of it. As long as the mist is here, my family and friends will be possessed by Seru. Ah, so Seoul was winning the war against Konkrim. And apparently the mist came out of nowhere and it, well, brought an end to the war, but probably not in the way that they were hoping. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Wait a minute, I know that voice. Start acting like a man. Wait a minute. I'll have you know I'm very manly. Kinda. Maybe. Sorta. God's like, it sounds like an argument, and Noah's just all excited. Noah's always poking her nose into everything. Well, you're not wrong. And these two are just like walking slowly in like they're going to their doom. They're like, alright, let's get this over with. And this is admittedly one of the most Kara's theme is one of the most depressing in the whole game. Grantees, I'm not saying this because I hate you. The Grantees of 10 years ago before the mist. I did them hoping that someday you would get back on your feet. Aww. You're a sorry excuse for a man. You know, if a woman, you're no better than a pimp. Oh, I remember this part now. Vaughn, what's a pimp? Oh no! If Granted is a human, how can it be a pimp? I'm tempted to just be like, he's a man who lives off a woman like she says, but it's like, Vaughn is technically like 14 or 15, so, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I have no clue. Do that one, please. Well, I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny, so we'll go ahead and do that. Well, Vaughn, you know everything. A pimp is a bad person. Oh, no. I hate people who are bad. Noah, don't! I'm gonna get him! Well, she got him! Oh, Oh man, right into the Jack Daniels too. Like now he's got like Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Johnny Walker. He's got a whole 3-man just pouring all over it. And Kara's like, please stop. If you want to hit someone, hit me. Why should I hit you? Don't interfere in their business. And the pianist is like, I'm just going to go back to playing. Guess you could say drinks are on it. That is a cheesy pun and I approve, good sir. The only thing that would make this better is if two of the other like guys in the bar tried to interfere and they got their blocks knocked off right next to him. Then it really would be a 3-man cocktail. It's adult business. You can't go sticking your nose into it. Adults are humans too. Like you're not an adult though, Noah. Oh, brother. And Gala's over here having to be the big brother. Oh, boy. I love that scene. We're going to conquer him, right? I'll take care of Granty's later. How about you just, like, not bother him at all? Actually, is there anything in here that I can grab? And suddenly the jazz club sounds so much cheerier. And we got a singer up at by the piano. Oh boy. At the very least, I do want to at least get to the next boss and beat them before we end for the night, so I'll try not to spend too much time here. And this is the arena. It's won a record victory. The Muscle Paradise. I do not want to enter the tournament just yet. I want to buy some tokens. Oh dear. I forgot that these things are expensive as heck. We'll go ahead and do that. Great prizes, but insane fights. I remember I spent way too much time there. Let's see. Don't need any help. Where? This is the, yes, this is where we can exchange. The evil god icon. Oh, dadgummit. Yeah, we will not be getting that probably. Or if we are, like, we're going to be doing it a little bit later. We are going to want some Soru bread, though, eventually, so. Fury Boost. Deluxe Rod. I forget what that does. Was there gambling in this game as well? I can't remember, actually. I think there was. There is actually a secret item in, I always bought the bread because it sold high. Yeah, that's actually true. I do remember that now that you mention it. But yes, here in the Muscle Dome, there is actually a secret item that we can get for a higher number of coins than the 10,000 for the evil god icon. I will be getting that at least, but I will be doing that off stream Because getting the amount of coins needed is going to, one, require me to be a much higher level than I currently am, and two, it's gonna take a long time. Maybe I'll get a Saru somewhere, put it on, and go downstairs. At least the madness wouldn't be bored. That's kind of disturbing. Soul Fever Disco. We do not have a gold card, so we cannot come here just yet. A floating castle. Soul Broadway. Dance Dance Retrolution. Yeah, that sounds about right. Don't tell me you want to come in this theater. Some people are so different. Let's go into the theater and see what it's like. And it looks like they got some kind of cheesy stand-up routine going on. Soul Man. Boo! Get off the stage! Stop trying to rumble grumble. Hey, leave me alone, I was sleeping. He's deliberately like trying to act like he's sleeping. And they're like not paying attention to that at all. Hey, like the dad jokes here. Yeah, at least our dad jokes are actually good. Keep doing comedy because I don't have anything else to do. But it's so depressing. Interesting. What the? Oh, this guy must be the manager. My partner Pig said he doesn't want to perform anymore and that this is all pointless. Hey, what the? Hey, you there, the big one. Your name is... You look just like Pig. Excuse me! Would you go up on the stage with her? You know what? Yeah, let's make Gala get up there and make an embarrassment of himself. Just deadpan it up there and I'll do the rest. Or that you're a great straight man. Okay, to be fair, that actually is true. Gala is the straight man in the party. And they're actually laughing. What's the worst that could happen? Abbott and Costello ×2. That's what could happen. God, how wonderful it is to see people smiling and like, it's not what you think. Don't get the wrong idea. I was just having a serious conversation. Even if a Byron warrior monk did perform in a comedy show. The rules of Byron forbid laughter. Wait, hold up, what? He is like so embarrassed. Oh no, not the caps. That line wasn't very funny. You're not just strong, you're funny too. And there goes Noah. Stop looking at me like that. Gala is secretly Robin Williams on stage. Oh boy. How's your been getting bigger? Really? Because it looks the same to me. Didn't know I couldn't put 3 smileys in a row. Yeah, my bot moderator is a little sensitive, apparently. I need to send him to obedience school and toughen him up. Soul Bread is very good. Sage. Alright, let's see what this guy has for accessories. Ooh, life ring, power ring. Stone attacks. I am going to want at least one of those at some point, but not right now. Let's see, what can I sell? I'm going to keep the Fury Boost for now. I don't need that. Increases all stats for one battle. I may keep that. I actually think I might keep the slowness chain for now, just because I think it does have some use somewhere. I don't think I'm going to need this right now. Thunder powers. I don't think I'm going to need that right now. So save that and get some more weapons. Holy moly. Money to get that. Blech! 6,000. No cheap way. On a muscle. Yeah, Soul Bread is going to be easier to get through the muscle dome. I will probably do that off stream because we are going to need quite a bit of Soul Bread actually. And make sure there's nothing hiding in the buckets. Now let's see what we can do as far as weapons and equipment. Beast Buster. The Bloody Claw. And he's still got the Survival Axe. She got the Tempest Road. Let's get the Master Armor. Alright, sell that, sell that. So I've got 2 Wonder Elixirs. Let me sell one of them. We'll sell that. And that. Cannot get the Hero Boots, but I can get the Royal Crown. Which means I can sell the Jeweled Clip. That Soul Bread is expensive as all heck, though. Jeez. Alright, so the warehouse. We're getting pretty close to the top. You're just a bunch of kids. That's one feature that a lot of games should have had. When you put on equipment, it literally shows it. Yes, I do love that in this game. I'm not a kid, I'm 14 years old. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Don't you call me a moron, I'll drop kick you out the window there. Oh, so you have money? Oh, that's what they want. A life grail. I'm gonna buy something. Healing fruit, magic fruit. Holy smokes, no. How much is the life grail? Yeah, we're gonna have to come back later to get that. Oh boy. The community hall. Let's see. God, sometimes stops here after he returns from the lower levels. I mean, it does seem to be an old folks' home. to be so dedicated. When the mist disappears from Seoul, the Seru disappear. Oh boy. We're finding out a little bit more about Gaza. Seoul Cafe. Actually, after the after stream in the future, I may actually go to the Muscle Dome and get a bunch of Soru bread and like sell some of it to try and get some quick, easy money. Young Soren man had a tragic love affair in Buma before the mist came. How do you know this? And what is this that you know? The Genesis tree. In the deepest cavern under Seoul is Warrior Square. There was a Genesis tree there. Well, that's not good. If it's gone, well, what are we supposed to do? That's the elevator. The day school. So are there more kids up here? And a treasure chest. So many kids. I feel like I'm back at work. And we've made it to the top. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save here. Just so I don't have to worry about doing all of that again. Successful save. And we have Byron Monks. And a treasure chest. Ooh, a miracle water. The miracle water is all stats. So, yeah, Vaughn's getting that. Let's see. It's their dirty laundry. Any more treasure? I've got all the art. I just need okay. There we go. And now, holy stop! This is the holy temple of Byron. None but the followers of Byron may enter, let alone those wearing the despised Saru on their person. Go away now! Wait a moment. Studied under Master Zopu. Zopu. Please forgive my impertinence. And Gala over here just showing off his moves. Byron martial arts, 7th degree. What do you think? There indeed is depth mastery in your techniques. It would not do to turn you away. Come. I shall prove that an old man can still kick your butt. Your tails. Wait, I don't have a tail. What are you talking about? To witness such miracles, I am indeed impressed. I apologize for my rudeness. Wait, there is a Genesis tree, but... well, where is it? Wait. What the... This is the temple's Genesis tree. That's not a tree! A seedling! That's what we call it. 100 years ago, the wilted Genesis tree of the Warrior Square was transplanted. Yeah, it is kind of cute, but at the same time, though, like, how is this supposed to drive away the mist? Why did you all plant it? Well, to be fair, they can't plant it back in the Warrior Square because it's covered in mist. The mist would kill it immediately. Good luck to you, and may Teague smile on Soul. And suddenly these guys all came in here and started going, whoo, whoo, whoo. And old man will not let thine evil plot succeed. Wait, what evil plot? This I have vowed on my honor and on the mighty astral soul. No one who would permit me from keeping that vow shall be spared. Now put down that Genesis trees. Wait, you want to stop me from reviving the Genesis tree and will kill me for it? What the hell is up with this old man? Excellent. Oh dear. This old man is kind of crazy. That was just the back of my sword. I do not take life without reason. If thou dost seek to drive away the mist and with it the Seru, then I would be forced to stop thine evil scheme. How is that evil? Uncle Grandpa, why do you got that sword pointing? This is a good question. Why are you pointing that at me? But I can tell you're a weirdo. Yes, Gala, please try to reason with this old dude. To live the way of the sword, that and noble. Demon's lair before. I live for carnage. Oh God, he's gone crazy. I don't understand what that old man is saying at all. He seems to think if we revive the tree and drive away the mist, then he won't be able to practice his swordsmanship. That makes absolutely no sense. There's something wrong with this old guy. Yes, there is. Let thine steel do thine talking. And suddenly we are being attacked by a giant old man. Look at how big he is compared to the rest of us. Well, time to get rid of Grandpa. Can we keep the armor and so? Yeah, I knew this was coming. That's why I saved. Because I knew this mofo was coming. Okay. Let's see. Da-da-da-ba. Wait. God dang it. Huh. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna kick this old man's butt. God dang it. Can you stop with the blocking? Christ. Okay, this old man hits like a truck. I'm getting real tired of his blocking nonsense. Let's do that. And let's whack him with Kimara. Because, yeah. If I'm not going to be able to do much attacking this turn, I'm just going to like hit him with the strongest magic I've got. Ow. Rude. Oh boy. This guy is a wall for a lot of people. when it comes to fighting him. Even at level 24, like, we're clearly, like, getting manhandled. But it's not quite so bad. I would rate this fight to be a little bit more difficult than the Von Saryu fight. Yeah. It can be very rough, though, if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Everyone's spirit. I don't trust this old man. Yeah, there's a reason I don't trust this old man. We'll try that again. And let's do orb. And then hit him with the arts. I might start wailing on him with super arts at this point. I just realized that Gaza is not only a knight but also a ninja. Yes, he has knight armor, but his stance is clear ninja. I do like his design, though. He has one of the better boss designs in the entire game. Ooh, 777. I'm going to the casino. God dang it. Quit doing that, old man. The way he holds his swords and the way he runs towards you. Yeah, he'd be like throwing the Naruto run at us or something. Yeah, so it looks like Noah's going to be my primary healer just because of her speed. Alright. Astral Slash. Oh, that's not good. Go! That hurt. That really freaking hurt. But oh man, he hits hard. Yeah, you know what? Berry. Noah be dropping the berry. That had to hurt. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. I blocked that. Oh god, don't even mention that. Like, I don't even want to think of how tough this guy would be in his prime. That would be, like, just pain. Let's see. Alright, we'll have Vaughn attack. Chill Spirit. And then another Kimaro. Oh no. Yipe. He would literally hit you with a truck. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. This old man needs to go down. My question is, how does that not kill him, like, instantly? So he literally just got skewered. There we go. All right. Like, I'm not one to use the healing berries too much, but I feel like they're duly warranted in this case. Yeah, I'm just glad he has the low health, because this guy is starting to irritate the frick out of me. Hey, Bacon! Good to see you! Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting him to go down that fast after I knocked him down for the first time. Bacon. Why must human fight human? Because old man is cuckoo. We must treat his wounds. Have no fear, Songi is here. Oh no. Not captain of the douche patrol. Wait, what in the world are you riding? Dude! Do you realize what you've done? You've killed a human being. He ain't dead, you ignoramus. You're all a disgrace. Bloodthirsty beast. Who do you think you are? How dare you? How could you murder this poor old man just because he was a little eccentric? Hey, he came at me first. Oh, the horror. I don't know. Your acting is pretty horrific. You bastard. And Gala goes full South Park. Simple-minded, muscle-bound oaf. Oh, really? How much thinking did you have to do to come up with that insult? I will save the old man. I don't think I want you to save the old man. I will save the old man. You are merciful. I'll heal him and help him recover. Yeah, I can already tell that's going to be a bad idea. Why are we just standing there and letting him take the old man? Also, why is the old man still in like full like combat stance while he's being floated away? What is he up to? Is the old man gonna be okay? I'm worried about it. I am too. That just seems like trouble. Letting Songi get a hold of him. Kala has TV personalities disordered. He keeps going into different characters. So basically he's like Robin Williams' genie from Aladdin. Like, I'm sorry, I was having an out-of-movie experience. So he just suddenly grows a warthog head and goes, Hakuna Matata. Actually, I should be able to heal here somewhere. Hi, Tama. He caught us off. Yes, he did catch us off guard, and I'm pretty sure one of you fools can heal me. God dang it. I could have sworn one of these guys healed me. Yes. I knew one of them healed me. You were not presumptuous at all. I was searching for you. Okay, let's save again because I do not want to have to redo that fight. Okay. We will start making our way down. So in order to get to Warrior's Gate, we have to open the Sage's Gate. And to do that, unfortunately, we need a lot of Soru bread. So I will briefly go back to the Muscle Dome and show you exactly like what I'm going to be doing off stream to get that Soru bread. Let's see. Alright, so I have... Yes, there is gambling in this game. I believe this is the slots. Yes, it is. I will not be playing the slots. Instead, in order to get the needed Soru, the needed coins for the Soru bread, because I believe I'm going to need like 8 of them. So I'm going to need 800 coins. That is not a easy mark to get, but this is what we're going to be doing. The Baka Fighter fighting game. This will be my main method of getting coins in the early stages. You basically select one of the characters. For simplicity's sake, we will go with Vaughn. And you have to... okay. The early stages, you do at least... It is kind of easy. You just have to time your buttons right. You actually get more bonuses for getting a perfect score. Okay. Okay, so normally he's only supposed to do the X. So, admittedly, they can, like, do random moves. So we get 2 coins. So we will go to the next stage. Alright, so this one, I believe... Yes! There we go. Aha! So you get a set number of coins for each fight.
Round 1. Fight!
And... okay.
Round 2.
There we go. Alright. Got him. Yeah, so we just keep on going. And we'll get some decent coins for this stage of being in Seoul.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Round 2.
These things can be kind of tricky. Sometimes it's like basic luck on how you luck out on getting the right combo off.
Next stage. Round 1. Fight!
Let's see. Okay. There we go.
Perfect!
Got it.
Round 2. Fight!
Alright. There we go. So So I'm going to get as far as I can. And we'll do it just the one time and then we'll stop for the day.
Next stage. Round 1.
So let's see. Nope. So. God dang it. There we go. Okay. I'm starting to get into the hang of it.
Fight.
Okay. Phew. Man. As you can see, these guys get tough as it goes on.
Next stage. Round 1.
Okay.
Fight. You lose.
God dang it.
Round 2. Fight. You lose.
Man. Yeah, he's not following the pattern. This guy's a jerk. He was not following his pattern very much at all. So like I kind of got screwed on that one. But that's pretty much like what I'm going to have to do in off stream in order to get the coins needed for the Soru bread, because I have not got the money to be like buying those for $6 grand a pop. So we'll go ahead and save again, and I do appreciate all of you being here. Okay, we'll go ahead and cut that real quick. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, I certainly had a great time, and I hope all of you did as well. I am probably going to try to get my schedule out later tonight or sometime tomorrow, if possible. I do have a few things I need to do tomorrow. And do keep an eye on the Twitter, because come Monday, my cat is not going to be a happy camper because she is going to be getting a haircut. So I will try to like do a before and after post to show like, oh, here's my beautiful kitty. And then here afterwards it's going to be like, this is my kitty when she's cranky and doesn't have as much hair. Because unfortunately, like she does not like having her belly like brushed too much. So like she'll let me like brush her back and her sides like all night long, and she'll just lay there and purr the whole time. But like as soon as you try to get her to roll over on her back so you can do her belly, she's just like, not doing. So unfortunately, as a long hair, her fur on the underside of her tummy has kind of gotten matted. It's not like horribly serious, but it's enough that it could be a problem later on. So we're going to go ahead and just get her a nice little bath and a haircut just to deal with that before it becomes more of an issue. So yeah, And then also, I am gonna try to get the next Octopath episode out within the next day or two, because I'm like so excited for doing this Let's Play that, like, if I could, I would like record every night. Not gonna lie. But also, I am going to be, over the next couple of days, looking at working on my Microsoft Paint skills, as it were, and trying to create, what are they called? God dang it. Like, thumbnails, that's what it is. Thumbnail pictures for each of my videos that I currently have on my YouTube channel. I do have a link to my YouTube channel, both like on Twitch, on my About page, as well as on my Twitter. So if you don't have a link to my YouTube, it is in both of those places. So please do subscribe and check out some of my former videos that you may not have been able to catch. And keep an eye out on the Octopath Let's Play, because I am trying to get that done. Try Canva. It's free and makes thumbnail creation so much better. I might actually have to try that then, because I do have some experience with Canva. I actually had to use it during my graduate program, learning how to be a librarian. So I do have some experience with it, so I might just go in and like fiddle around with that, now that you mention it, because I completely even forgot that it was there. But yes, like, I'm going to be going through and trying to create thumbnail pictures for each of my prior videos. That way it looks a little bit neater and it looks a little bit more professional, because I am going to be trying to like expand my YouTube channel into more like Let's Plays and things of that nature. Also, fair warning, we will be starting a new project next week, on top of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. As some of you probably know, the other day, Potion Permit actually released, and my friend Astra has already started playing it, and I was watching her stream of it, and it just made me want to play it so much. So I will definitely be like picking that one up, using some of my money that I have set aside specifically for like games and stuff. And we will be starting up a run of Potion Permit next week. In fact, next week we may, if possible, we may actually forego a full RPG night, unless, actually I might be able to do Sunday. So we might move RPG night back to Sunday for one night, and then I will do a Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday stream next week, where we'll finally finish off Asha in Monsterland. So we'll probably do that on Saturday of next week, and then start Potion Permit on, well, actually no, you know what's, yeah, just keep an eye out for the schedule, because I'm thinking I might do a short stream on Wednesday to finish Asha, and then we'll do more, we'll do some Potion Permit on Saturday, and then probably finish up the week with some Wild Arms. But overall, I do appreciate all of you being here. Just keep an eye on the Twitter for now, and again, if you have time, check out the YouTube channel and let your friends know about it. Because, admittedly, like, some of my past streams were kind of, there was some like funny instances in there. So, thank you very much for stopping by, and let me see who we have available to raid tonight. Let's see. Who be on right now? Ooh, Ryzen Kaito is on, and he's playing some Splatoon 3. Oh wow, it's midnight where you are, Oscar. Wow, yeah. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great night. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of people on tonight. So many people. Oh wow. Yes, Isu is on. We missed him last time because apparently the last time I raided Isu, he was hosting somebody else's channel. And we got sent over there for the raid. But it looks like he's actually is on and he's playing some Valorant. So let's go stop by and say hi to him. What, it's 4 a.m. where you are, Tama? Holy moly, what are you still doing up, man? What are you doing up? But I do appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And we'll go ahead and get the raid set up. And I will start working on some of my other projects and whatnot later tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I will see you all again, most likely Wednesday, on here. But until then, farewell.